Hey guys, here I am back again. Coach for the Soul, Thursday at 3 has begun. If you're here live, say hello, hello, hello. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my channel. Please like the videos. Please leave a little comment, even if it's just hi Bill or an emoji, because beautiful, beautiful YouTube will use those algorithms to send Coaching for the Soul around the planet to people who need a little bit more coaching for the soul, which we all need right now, especially before Monday. So, not sure what we're going to talk about today. Hey, Lisa. What's up? I'm good. Cold, but good. Yeah. 5 walks a day in the cold with my 4 layers of clothing on because Daisy wants to walk 5 times a day. Yeah. I'm good, though. Just got back from Brenda, so it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. So, first time I've seen her in probably 6 weeks, maybe 7 weeks. So, yeah, it's pretty good. I am dandy. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Nancy. That was tingling. Ooh, it has. Good for you. Ooh, mine just did too, Nancy. Yep. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Nancy's scalp's been tingling all afternoon. Yes. I'll see you tomorrow, too. Hey, Kathy. Yep. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Well, 11:30, guess. 11, 12? I don't know. I got to look at the text from Kathy. Hi, Bill. Did anything else wake anyone up at 3 a.m. last night? Hasn't happened to me in weeks. No, not for me. Hey, Marielle. How's it going? Nope, not for me, Haley. I was fast asleep. Hey, Paula. Hi, Sherry.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Hey, Pam.
Good afternoon.
Yep. So, just got back from Brenda, and it's a cold wind chill right now. I think is 6 degrees. I think something like that, 7 degrees in Detroit, and yeah. So it's cold. It's windy. It's kind of gross. Yeah. Still snowing, I think, a little bit here and there. Thank you, Sherry. I miss seeing you on here too. Yes. Things are pretty good. How's everybody else doing? Big things coming, so we'll talk about that a little bit. Yeah. Hey, Suzanne. Welcome. Yeah, welcome. Hey, Pat. What's going on, brother? Yep. So, Pat, did you ever see Brenda again? I just wondered. I just thought about it because I was with her today from noon to 2. Right? Yeah, noon to 2. And I had to rush home. Yeah, so. A lot of stuff going on. Not sure what we're going to talk about, how long we're going to talk. But we'll see what comes out, see what comes through. I don't know about anybody else, but how is the full moon in Cancer for everybody? Because for me, it blew my freaking head off. In anger. Just in, yeah. So that was kind of interesting. I'm a Capricorn, so Capricorn, Cancer directly across from each other in the zodiac wheel. So I would feel it intensely because we're still in Capricorn. So, but most of the Aries, Libra, Sagittarius, like I said, Cancer, Capricorn, Sagittarius for sure, Leo's for sure. Yeah. So I wonder how everybody did. Sherry says, I've had a low level of fear, irritation, anxiety for the last 2 weeks, maybe from the country. Are you still at your mom's in Indiana? Maybe from the country. Maybe you need to get back to the city, the soot of the city. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah, Kathy, she's been feeling anger too, because she's a Capricorn also. We just had our birthdays, right? And yeah, it's been just out of nowhere, just anger coming out of nowhere. So yeah, so the next big thing, because today is the 16th, yes, is that Aquarius is right a couple days away, right? So that's when we're really going to feel, big time, really going to feel the the Pluto being in Capricorn, or Pluto being in Aquarius. Okay. And so, oh my gosh, Sherry, you're a Leo with a Sag rising? Holy manoli. Yeah, you probably felt some of it, I would think. Because, yeah, that's double whammy. I'm an Aquarius rising, so this next month is going to be interesting because because I believe Aquarius starts next Thursday? Maybe next, no, it's next Thursday, I'm almost sure. Next Thursday is when Aquarius starts. And it is right after the inauguration. So we're going to talk a little bit about that too. So it's going to be an interesting, February. So plan on that. What's going on up here is the planets are all getting ready for the 25th of February to be lined up in a line for this massive portal that is coming in on February 25th. Okay, so it's going to be magnificent. So especially for Capricorn, again, all the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Aquarius, and Libra, Capricorn and Libra, and then other signs also. I'm going to talk more about that probably next week, if not in a separate video, because it's going to be a really, really impactful month. It's going to be chimed. It's going to be confusing. It's going to be WTF. It's going to be another WTF, because we're going to start to see things that we're not used to seeing in our lifetime. Many past life triggers. Okay, many past life triggers for February, okay, and going forward, all right? It's going to, it's, oh wow, that just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, the buzzing in my ears is about octave 10 right now. So, it's gonna be an interesting month of February. There's gonna be a lot of fear because of what's going on. The energy is going to shift because Pluto being in Aquarius. Pluto is the planet of destruction and rebuilding. It was in Capricorn for 15 and a half years, okay? Trust me, I'm a different guy. And with an Aquarius rising myself, I'm gonna feel it in that portion too. But I got a handle on the fear of the future. And I'm pretty good with, and I'm looking forward to February 25th, as all of us should, okay? That is our next really big push into the fifth dimension, when all 6 planets line up. Normally it happens in July or August. This year it's happening in January, okay? It says something in February, in Pisces, okay? The 25th of January, 25th of February is Pisces. And that's the last sign of the zodiac, okay? So it means something. So we'll talk about that a little bit too. But I'll probably do a separate video on that, just because it's going to be so impactful and so powerful. But also talk about how we're going to feel after next Monday, okay? Because it's going to be a lot of fear. Because we're going to see things that we're going to be like, what the heck? There's no boundaries anymore. So we will truly have a dictator, and it's gonna. The fear from past lives, because we mostly lived under dictatorship, okay, is we're going to get triggered. We're going to get triggered, okay. So we're going to talk about. Okay, we're going to talk about Pluto being in Aquarius. Hopefully you guys have all got your birth charts, okay? Hopefully you've gone to pramgregory.com and got your birth chart printed out so that you know. It's going to be very, very important in the future that you have your birth chart, so that you can look and see where the happenings are happening, okay? By the degrees of where the planet is in that section of your birth chart. There is 12 houses, because there's 12 months of the year, okay? And so it will give you a good guide, Spirit says, on when something strategically is happening that you'll be able to look at your birth chart and be able to look at the degrees of where the planet is at. It goes up to 29. At 30 degrees, it goes into the next house, okay? But you definitely want to make sure that you have it available so that you can plan out and understand your fear. Daisy, no. 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 So it'll just give you a tool, right? Hey, Pamela. Hey, Taz. It'll give you a fantastic tool to have that available so that you can ask and allow things to come to you. Meaning videos on social media, YouTube, things like that, and of course Instagram and Facebook. But YouTube is a huge tool for them to school us and to bring us information that we need to have to understand how to keep our balance, okay, in the next 2 years at least. So there's going to be, again, very, 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 very important. So, okay, they just went, that just left. So what are we doing now? Okay. Okay. Pluto in Aquarius. It's going to be very, very, I'm just going to go with this. Hi, Ann. We're going to be clearing, human will be clearing all kinds of SHIT more than normal at a time because of Pluto being in Aquarius, okay? It's only been there for 2.5 months, right? So those of us Capricorns and the Aries and the Libras and the Cancers, we're getting back ourselves because all of those cardinal signs actually went through the same thing that Capricorns went through, only not as intense, okay? And that also includes Sagittarius and Leo, okay? So we're going to be clearing a lot of things that are going to have to do with security, with a home and feeling safe and things like that. Because what it's doing is taking all of our fear, our insecurities and things like that and presenting them to us so that we can decide if we want to keep them or not. Don't keep them. Let them go. Okay? How do you do that? I depend on them, my guides, to bring me meditations, video conversations on YouTube. They brought me such good stuff in the last week. It is amazing how they bring you what you need. Okay? Again, you guys know this. For me, it doesn't always happen like this. It does not. Okay? And that is because they don't want to. I'll tell you. They don't want to argue with me. Let's just say that. Okay? Hi, Jode. Because I'm a Capricorn, I'm very strong, I'm very intense, and sometimes I can differ with what they want me to do. And that has not happened a lot last year at all. I was pretty much looking for guidance, right? And I get this cold thing. And so you're open that channel up, everybody. Open that channel up, please. Open up and get yourself a YouTube feed, okay? And again, you can like my videos, right? You can pick certain things out, and if you want me to give you a list of people that I listen to, I can do that. I can put it on Facebook. I can put it on here in the comment section of this video, right? But understand it's going to be a difficult time. Understand that you're not going to really feel a lot of WTFs, okay? So even if you don't watch the news, you're still going to feel it, okay? You're still going to feel it, all right? And hey, Allison, and so what is your moon and rising? Allison, I'm a Capricorn sun, Aquarius rising, and a beautiful Pisces moon. Yes. So Pamela says a bliss would be great. So if I do that, it'll be on my YouTube channel. When I post this video today, after we're done, I'll put it on there, and you can look through the comments, and it'll be right there. Okay, I'll do that this afternoon. All right. So we just want to make sure that we're at the ready. Okay. I don't want anybody to be caught off guard. Don't think it's not going to hit you, because it's going to. Hey, Angel. You're going to be surprised at what comes up. Like when Kathy and I were on just a minute ago, and we were talking about how we felt as Capricorns when that full moon was in Cancer last week. It was brutal. I mean, anger and frustration at the drop of a hat, just at the drop of a hat. And it's like, oh my gosh. But I kept telling myself it's because of the full moon. So take the full moon, Spirit says, and multiply that by 10. And that's the way you're going to feel at some point in time in the month of February. Okay? The blessing is, on February 25th, he says, is 6 planets line up and relieve us. Oh, yes. Oh, God, Spirit, that's awesome. Relieve us of that pressure. Relieve us of that fear. Relieve us of the, oh my gosh, Spirit. Okay, that's cool. Stop. Relieve us of our, oh my gosh, guys, it hasn't been like this in a really long time. Probably because I went to Brenda. Oh gosh. Relieving us of our indoctrination of 3D. Yes. Okay. Alice and Pluto's been in Aquarius since November 17th, 15th or 17th, something like that, for the next 20 years. And that happened November 17th or 18th, maybe the 20th, I'm not sure. But I know that it's been out of Capricorn for two and a half months. Yes. And so we just have to Spirit, stop, slow down. We just have to make sure that we are conscious, that we do as much as we possibly can to understand the energy and why we're feeling the way that we are, because many people will be caught off guard that are not watching this program, okay? That are not working with their spirit guides, their guardian angels, the divine, right? They're not talking out loud. They're not doing anything in that form. If they are, it's very, very, very limited. Spirit says, hey, Michelle. And so you just want to make sure that you're prepared. Okay. So it's PamGregory.com. If you don't have it, scroll all the way down on her website. On the left-hand side, it says free birth chart. Click on free birth chart, put the time you were born. If you don't know, do one for 12 a.m. and one for 12 p.m. and then look at both of them. Okay. And I'm telling you, it will change the way that you're able to regulate your energy, because you'll understand exactly why you feel the way that you do, because you will start to, hey Reva, you'll start to hey Barb, you'll start to plan. It's probably the one and only time where Spirit and myself will ever tell you to plan. Okay? Because it's going to give you the knowledge and the understanding, right? You can always look up on Google, right? What astrological events are happening on what's today, January 16th. And Google will tell you. Okay? Now, do you have to understand? No, you don't. Whenever you're watching an astrology reading, right? Pick out the things that work, because all of them most of them talk technical, like you're really into it. But there's always a piece that is normal. That is just every day. That's why I watch it, right? Do I recognize all the thing that Pam says? No. There's another person that I watch. It's spiritual social or something like that. She's pretty good. She talks more every day. But I love the contrast of both of them. I watch another one too. I don't remember who it is. And it really, really, really makes a difference because I can justify why I feel like this. Trust me. Not knowing is not an answer anymore because the answers are there. Okay? Trust me. There are many people in my memberships. I have Coaching for the Soul memberships, right? I think right now there's 21 people that is in the membership group. And it's from there's five different levels, right? However much you want to pay or how much you need my help, things like that. And you buy 12 months and you get the 13-month free. And right now they're all 10% off. So many people in my group will text me, what's going on today? I feel like this, or this came out of the blue, Bill. What is this actually? I'm feeling like this today. What's interesting is today, Brenda had vertigo and did my reading, our session, let's say, right? And then she was done. But she was told she had to come to do the session with me today. I hadn't seen her in 6-7 weeks. And but she's so funny because I've had vertigo probably 3 times in the last 6 months. Okay? And she's just like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here, drink my water. I'm a little nauseous, but I get it. So we do our hour conversation, and then you get on the table, and she's a quantum healer, and fabulous. I mean, fabulous, fabulous. Yeah. And I've had a lot of cool things, a lot of cool energy today with Spirit, which tells me, as a Capricorn, that I'm coming out of that 15-and-a-half-year funk. Okay, my life being turned upside down and absolutely transforming. All right, so yes, birth chart. They need to have the answers they need to have the answers to their questions, and the one way to do that, one of the tools is to use their birth chart, because on their birth chart, there's explanations of every single aspect that's on the birth chart, okay? Are they all 100%? No, because it's a general birth chart, right? I have a person that I do my readings, my astrology things with in Roanoke, Virginia, after death. And she's mwah, but she's technical. And sometimes I have to ask her, well, so break that down for me, okay? Because she's really, really good. But it's super important that we all have that to use for our benefit. Daisy, stop. Dad's working. Sorry, there's something outside. She wants to go out because there's probably a dog out there, or the UPS driver, or the FedEx driver, or something that she wants to find out who it is and bark at it. So that's just who she is. Here she comes. She just put her paw and leg between my legs, like, listen, mister, you have to do this for me. Yeah. She's my little regulator. She's my little regulator, aren't you, sweetie? Yeah. So, I may do a video with her one day. Maybe we'll do that on the couch. I don't know. So, anyway, if you want to see her, there she is. Between my legs, and yeah, she really wants to go outside. Anyway, yeah, that's my dog. All 18 months of her, yeah. So, so that's coming up. I'm going to say this again. I know he keeps showing me the 6 planets. That they're absolutely going to change our energy. All the star seeds, all the light workers' energy, it's going to shift us into higher dimension, into 5D. Okay, so it may be a little rough between now and then. It's in a month and about a month. It's a short month. Yeah. So you have to lick my hands. She loves to lick, and I don't like licking. Thanks. Hey, Sue. Thank you. Yeah, she's my baby girl. So she loves to lick, and she's looking at my hand, and it's like, okay, honey, thank you. I have to wipe it off now. Okay? Is that okay? This is what I get. Daddy, please. No, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Yeah. Go over and lay it down. That'll be done in a little bit. Okay, so that's that. All right, now, the dog is, Spirit brought the dog as a diversion for me so that we can go into something else besides what one guide is telling me and to another guide who is higher up. Okay, so, right there, my heart. Okay. Okay. Something about the aliens. Something about okay. Something about the protection. The protection. Oh, sheesh. Okay. By June or July of this year, something is going to break in Washington. Okay? I don't know what that is, but it's got my crown chakra lit up and the back of my left side of my head lit up. And now they're crawling up here. Okay. And I don't want you guys to freak out because between now and the 6 planets, and maybe after that, you guys, many people in the country are going to have dreams/visits from the aliens in which they are attached to. Okay? So that's the Greys, that's the Palladians, that's the Arcturians, that is the Reptilians, and Spirit says 2 more, but he's not going to tell me who they are. I don't know why, because those are the 4 I normally think, but there's 2 more that are around too. And so dreams in sleep, actual visions awake, okay? Make sure that do not go into fear. Make sure that you have, yeah, Nancy, yes. Hey, Doris. Make sure that you have something to say, okay? Now that can be, who are you? Why are you here? Who are you? Why are you here? That's what I said in mine in 2018. What are you here for? You know? And that's when I did not believe in aliens. Okay? That's how much I've grown since then, right? Because they were in my house 3 different times in 2018, right? And had to shoot and had to get them to leave. Okay? Visitations are going to happen in dreams and in person. Visitations are going to happen either in dreams or in person. They're making me stutter today. It's very strange. But they need to have something to say. You don't have to welcome them, but you need. They're starting with us so that we don't freak out. Okay? Don't freak out. Hey, Marcia. Right? Don't freak out. It is, hey, Nancy. Okay. Presenting themselves to us because we'll be the ones who explain to the masses, to the, I use Harry Potter a lot, the half-bloods, not yet wizards, okay? And Suzanne says she's had a visit, hey, Ruby, I say that 2 spirits to visit me, yeah. So, yes, don't try to have a conversation with them, just not welcome them, but say, who are you and why are you here? Okay? It doesn't mean that you'll be able to hear them. It doesn't mean to, hey Kathy, it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that you have to welcome them in, right? But you need to address them, okay? Yes. Non-threatening are just going to appear. Some may wake you up at the 2 o'clock to 4:30 kind of thing, right? Hey, Trace Parker. Wow. Hang on. So Spirit, what do you want me to do? Because you want me to channel, but you want me to answer the questions too. So I'm kind of like, okay, Spirit, I can't do both. I can't do both. Challenge yourself, Bill. Okay, we're not going there. Yes. No, Nancy, because you're already protected. Okay, so that's why. Okay, awesome. Okay, so that's why they want me to do it. You don't have to ask for protection. And I've told you guys, Spirit told you guys all the time that you're already protected by the white light. Okay, you don't have to reinforce it. They're not here to hurt you. Okay, nothing will ever hurt you. I will tell you that straight out. And the more that you have that tinge of what if, that's Muggle, right? That's 3D totally. Okay, nothing's ever going to happen to you because you're protected by your spirit guides, by the universe, by the divine. All right. None of you guys are Muggles. None of you are Muggles, right? You would not be watching the program if you were a Muggle. You'd be like, this is crazy. All right, whatever. Right? Especially if it shows up out of the blue. So understand that Spirit always has your back. They're always surrounding you. Okay, they know if there's danger or not. They're not gonna. I know. Tell them, Bill. They're chimes. There is no danger to them. There is no danger to them. Nothing's gonna hurt you. Okay, but our fear gets in there, right, and goes, oh my gosh, what if? Oh my gosh, what if? Don't do that. Again, ego, stop. That's a lie. Ego, that's a lie. Ego, stop, that's a lie. You do it out loud. Ego will go, well, what do you mean it's a lie? I'm trying to keep you alive. It won't say that to you, but that's what its intention is. Okay? Because ego's a third dimensional instinct that will turn positive as we go into fifth dimension. It will be our cheerleader, Spirit says. It will not be the the thing that spins us in circles, trying to keep us alive, because that's what it's used to. Understanding that you have had the same spirit guides, you've had the same ego for entire lifetimes on the planet for 12,000 years. Okay? They know how you died every single time. Every single time. Okay? So you don't have to worry about the protection. You just have to be conscious that they're there. So, hey, who are you and why are you here? Okay? Now that doesn't mean that some of us are not going to hear the voices, right? When they were here in 2018, Spirit took over for me because I was not the person I am today at all. My body was slices of that had not come together as a human being yet. Okay, my emotional body, my etheric body, my spiritual body, my human body, and there's one more that I can't ever remember. But understanding that they just saw my light through the wormhole. And Spirit said, no, he cannot help you. Hey, Heidi, he cannot help you because he just can't. He can barely use his cell phone. They're like, no, his light was the brightest. We know he can help us with technology and something else. And they're like, no, I'm telling you, Spirit says, no, he can't do anything like that yet. Okay? So that was my interaction with them. And one of them, the one that I have the picture of, that is the gray alien, they wanted me to help them take away the bad humans. But Spirit said, no, you can't hurt anybody. And they said, no, only the bad ones. We're only going to take the bad ones. And Spirit says, no, we cannot help you then, because we are not about that at all. That at all. And two more things I think they exchanged back and forth, and then they swirled up and went back through the tree, the 15-foot tree in my living room, because that's where they came from, through the portal. And since that happened in 2018, with two other times, with two other sets of aliens, there's no more portals on my tree. Kind of weird, right? Kind of cool. Yeah. So, yes. Okay. So there are going to be some that show up as human and change and slowly merge into reptilian. Now that's the first time the Spirit's ever said that about anything. Okay. They would always stay in their human form. But for those who will recognize them, Spirit says, they will transform themselves. Now, I got to tell you, sometimes our energy, I know this from personal experience in 2018, sometimes our energy shows us something that we're not yet. Okay? We're not that person yet. But our energy, because I'm a generator big time. It's like all the time. Boom, 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 right? Especially back then. Now I've regulated it. But understanding that your energy, which is a blessing, can promote somebody who you're not yet become, Spirit says. All right? So don't freak out. Again, it's not meant to scare you. It is meant, they're expecting you to recognize who they are and not be freaked out. Okay? So it's just something that you need to think about, because in the next 6 months or so, they're going to start. And the reason that they're going to be able to do that is because of the fear in the country and the world. Okay? This is a worldwide event. Okay? Will it be explained around the world? No. Will it be explained through Lightworker and Starseed conversations? Yes. Okay? So it's going to happen worldwide because of people's energy, right? And the fear, which, hey, Kristen, and the fear that separates the Muggles from the Half-Bloods from the Wizards. Okay, does that make sense? Watch Harry Potter, the first 1 or 2 movies. You'll be like, oh my God, it's going on right now, because it is. All right? So that's something interesting that we need to really look for, watch for. Do not anticipate. Okay? You may not be in the first round, but guess what? All of a sudden, one day, boom, it hits you. So be prepared, Spirit says, but don't expect. Okay? I think most of you are going to be like, Bill, this happened to me. It was so freaking cool. I can't believe it. Okay? And it's a one-time visit, Spirit says, until it's time. It's a one-time visit until it's time. The time is for them to be shown. And that will start slowly. Because we all know that anything weird, anything new, they're going to persecute. Okay? We've seen that in movies. We've seen that in everything you can possibly imagine. It's human nature. In third dimension. Okay? So in higher fourth and fifth and higher, 6 and 7 and 8, right? It wouldn't be that at all. They wouldn't be threatening to us, because they're not. They're not a threat to us at all. They're going to help with our consciousness. They're going to help with lifting the planet's energy to 5D and higher. Okay? Because some of you will believe you're in 5D when you're really in 6. Or you'll be this amazing human being in 7. And you're like, Bill, this is freaking cool, but I don't understand anything that you're talking about unless I'm in 7, unless I'm in 6. I don't know, right? We don't know where we're going to end up. Could be higher. But some of us are going to get on that train, like Spirit always says, and we're going to ride into who we're supposed to be. Okay? And you can't wish that. Trust me, you cannot wish that. It's about doing your work. It's about doing your guided meditations. It's about being in contact with your body, with your heart, with your mind, right? It's your heart is so important, because we're all heart-centered. And 9 times out of 10, that's where we feel it the most. Sometimes our gut, but our heart is where we feel it. Joy, fear, everything. I mean, it goes from heart to head in an instant. Okay? And that's what is so freaking cool, because they're showing you what you need to work on. They're showing you what needs to be healed. At Brenda today, I was kind of on a soapbox, and she got me out of that, because I am getting conversations and messages about what will happen in the next 6 months or so. And I put it to her, and she was like, well, you're kind of the defender. Oh yeah, kind of, sort of. Well, Bill, that's not your role. And I went, okay. And she explained to me. Can I remember it? No, but they know, right? And it made total sense. And I went back into this balanced place of, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense, right? Because I can be a protector, big time. Always have been since I was a child, right? with my energy, not with my physical body, but with my energy. And I never knew what that was. But as I grew up and as I left my job 11 years ago and got into this full time, like intense the last 2 years, it makes sense. It really, truly, truly makes sense. Okay? So, don't expect, believe, Spirit says. Don't expect, but believe that they're coming, because they will. Out of the blue, right? Because if you expect it, ego's going to put that energy out that, oh, expectation, I'm not going to be able to sleep. Well, if you're not sleeping in a chill space, like in REM, guess what? They're not going to show up. Most of them will show up in the morning before you wake up. Okay? So that you remember what you saw. Okay? Because it's going to trigger something inside of you. Recognition of who that being is, Spirit says, right? It may startle you awake, but the dream will continue without you knowing, because you're not asleep. So what's cool is if you recollect the dream, there'll be more there than you actually remember when you're awake. That's fascinating. That's fascinating. Kind of like a recording, Spirit says, when you forget to tap the button, and it continues, kind of like a butt dial, right? That makes total sense. Awesome. Like myself, I felt the energy shift in my apartment. And I was like, okay, Spirit, what the hell? What's going on? Somebody's here. I don't know who it is, but there's energy in my house that does not belong. And then I took the picture of 111 on my stove, and I saw the great alien standing in front of the door to the balcony. Click. You can see his brain. You can see, it's fascinating to me. Fascinating to me. Hey, Dr. Jenny. You will. Those that are connected to their bodies will understand that. Hey, Kel. They will understand that when the energy shifts, they'll know it. And I know a bunch of people on here right now know about that. Okay? That they can feel when the energy shifts in their house. All right? It could just be a person who's in your house that carries negative energy that woofs through, like delivers something or whatever, right? Yes. We will have our people experience odd things where energy shifts to know that, to get them prepared for their visit. If it's going to be when you're awake. When you're awake. All right? Yeah. Man, oh man, there's so much in my chest. I haven't tapped in a really long time. They're like, whoa. That helps a lot. I know why it's there, because I'm kind of trying to suppress it so that I can say it properly, because they want to speak it quickly, and I can't keep up with that. Yes. Okay. I didn't know what you just said. Whew, it was like, whew. Be prepared for the future. Be prepared for the visits. Don't tell anybody, right? Until it happens. Until it happens. Okay? Recognize the energy shifts in your house when you're driving, right? Again, things can be in front of you that you cannot see, and when it goes by myself, when I go through it, I can see the mist in front of me right here, and it goes through my body, passes through my body. And then I go, whoa, what was that? But I feel really good. Usually my mom. Okay, that's happened a number of times in the past 2-3 weeks, right? So again, some of you may have that too. I know, there's going to be things that happen to you that are unexplainable, all right? They're unexplainable for now. It's not the case forever, all right? As you learn the energies on the planet, as you learn the energies that pass through you without you knowing, you'll understand exactly all the things that have happened to you. That's why you need to document them. You need to document them, have a journal, whatever. Again, I use my phone, right? You have to have that so you can go back and look at it or hear it, right? And go, oh my gosh, that's what that is. Because 9 times out of 10, when you are awakened in that part of your brain, it's already been downloaded, it's ready to be uploaded, right? So we can speak it, we can live it every day. You'll recognize it. Okay, so, and you'll get your journal out or a tablet, right? And just go, okay, where's that at again? I want to make sure it's what I think it is. And you'll find it. Be like, oh my gosh, that's what that is. How cool is that? It happened like 3 months ago or 3 weeks ago, whatever. Yeah, or yesterday. See? So it's very, very, very awesome. As Dr. Jennings says, we are in advanced energy training school. Exactly. Totally, see? Without even knowing it. That's what's so freaking cool, is that we're doing all of these things without knowing, right? We're doing all these things without knowing. And there's fear in there too, right? And there's everyday life in 3D/4D/5D, whatever you living in, right? And, hey Lisa, and experience it and sometimes not knowing what it is, right? And just don't be fearful, because when you put fearful energy into it, your ego grabs hold of it tightly and keeps it inside your mind, not to be used, right? Until it needs it to do it for fear. Because anything that you do in your head, right? Anything you do in your head, ego has the touch. They can grab that thought, they can grab that conversation, hide it, and then at their appropriate time to make you afraid, it comes back into your psyche, like that. You get it in your heart and you go right to your brain. Okay, so, oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. No, don't let that happen. Are you gonna let some? Of course you are. You're human. We are all, we're not perfect. I was gonna say something else that they said, but I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. See, so it's very, very important that we are paying attention, especially now. Okay, what happens on Monday is going to change the whole dynamic of the country, the whole dynamic of the world. All right, and so that's where we get bumped up a pay grade, let's say, because we have to calm people's energy down as we go forward into 2025. Then we have all these cool astrological events that are going to pop us higher into our energy, pop us higher into our understanding as they activate what has been uploaded to us, okay? When your head starts to tingle, right? My left side tingles more often than not. This does not anymore because it's solid. My crown chakra tingles, yeah, sometimes it lights up like a freaking Christmas tree, but other times it doesn't, right? It did it at Brenda's today probably 5 or 6 times. We were having this elevated energy conversation, and it resonated with me. Boom. You know, she was getting chills, right? So, there you go. Yeah. See? So, we're all going to have those types of things happen to us. Make them normal, Spirit says. Make them normal. When you get a visit, make that normal. Okay? Because you don't know what your job is going to be with them. There has to be ambassadors. There has to be people who are out defending, who is schooling the masses, right? Yeah. See? There's a whole, I call it hierarchy of and that would be my furnace. And in the great preserves that I live in still. Yeah. So just make sure that you're documenting, that you're paying attention, that you're conscious. Hey, Scott. And you are keeping some type of track of them, all right? Because it's going to be it's going to be inspiring. You'll get confirmation. You will get it. You'll get it. You'll be like, oh my gosh, 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 that makes total sense. Because you'll be able to make sense of it. It's already been uploaded. It's already been uploaded. Okay? You see, what time is it? We've got 6 minutes. Let's see. You need to relax, sister. You need to relax. No, not yet. You have to wait. She's looking at me with them amber eyes like, Daddy, what are you talking about? I don't have to wait for anything. Yes, you do. You gotta wait. No, don't give me those puppy eyes, honey. Don't do that. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else. Okay. This is 2025. Yes, it's 2025. Okay, so, oh, this is freaking cool. This is a big year for them changing what you eat. Okay, changing what you eat. The thing that you love will no longer love. Things that you munched on will no longer munch on because they don't taste right. And don't feel bad if it's not somebody that you know has a big, huge portion of the things they don't like anymore. They may start slow with you because they know who you are. Okay? It's not about a shock to the system, Spirit says. It's not a shock to your psyche because they know how human has to progress. How it cannot be a certain surge unless they're there. Right? For me, it was my IBS. I got IBS in 2022, out of the blue. Couldn't eat anything, and now I can pretty much eat whatever I want. But it was a big shock to my system that I was like, WTF, I don't get it. And I had a goofball for a doctor, and so that was kind of wild. He's actually on TV here in Detroit on Channel 7, and he's a joke. Found my own things, found my own protection, found my own books, found my own, because they were feeding it to me, right? And slowly but surely, it took me probably a year and a half when I started to try things that no longer lit my tongue up. I would get canker sores all over my tongue. That was a big thing. I would have bad cramps, bad feelings in my stomach and my gut. I would go, okay, I can't eat that. But I shut everything off. Chicken, rice, white rice, and sweet potatoes. I've been living on twice a day for the last 4 years? 3 years. About 3 years. But now I can have pizza, right? So tonight is Papa Romano's pizza, which makes me very happy because I love pizza. Next is gonna be ice cream on top of that. I can now eat chocolate, which I couldn't eat before. Soda, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's can't eat lots of vegetables. I can't eat anything that has no fruit that has a skin on it, like blueberries and blackberries and raspberries and grapes, which are some of my favorite things to eat, but I can't eat them anymore because it doesn't work in my gut. They hit me with a ton of bricks, right? Because they knew, like Spirit talks about this all the time, can we do it to him or not? Because they know who we are. I would blow that stuff off, like, okay, whatever. It's worth the pain to eat that Mars chocolate, that Hershey's chocolate bar. I ain't worried about that. Them chocolate covered peanuts, it's fine. Whatever, just eat them and you'll be fine. Yeah. See? So it's they know how to hit you. Is it gradual or is it a punch in the gut? Mine was a punch in the gut. Woke up one day, couldn't use the bathroom. Then another day, use the bathroom. Couldn't use the bathroom. With these pains in my stomach. Didn't know why. Yeah. See? Until finally, they diagnosed it. Kinda, sorta. Without any help. See? Now it's going to be more noticeable. We're going to be able to find resources if we need to. We'll understand what the hell it is. Yeah. They're taking things away from us that no longer serve. That's what Fifth Dimension's all about. Right? That's what our life's going to be like in the future. Right? That's it. We're going to live a really long time. I mean, hell, I'm 65. I'm 65 now. Blows my mind. I feel about 45. I think I look about 50, right? Blessings, right? But we're going to live a longer period of time. So, and the reason that we're getting into this, because it's long, it's about teleporting ourselves by 2030. Okay? And telepathically talking to people, some of us, by 2026. Last week, I did 2 meditations with my third eye. Listening to a meditation, my eyes are open, and my third eye is doing everything that my mind would do. Yes. See? And I think that's freaking cool. Because I've been like that, again, since I was a kid, right? That I'd use this little thing here, right? And it made sense. Because one day I was sitting listening to a new Steve Noble guided meditation and had my eyes closed and they just went and came completely open. And I can sit there and I can see everything going on in my mind that he's talking about without my eyes closed. And I was in upper 5D. I mean, I was loving it, right? I was loving it. Hey, Lane. And then 3 days later, another new one, right? Boom. And I closed my eyes and went clink. They opened back up. No, third eye. Okay. So I did it in my third eye, which was again kind of cool. That was something that just happened. Expect that. Expect that not to make a announcement about who you are. Expect that they're not gonna celebrate it, because to them it's just everyday stuff. On your soul journey, it says at this date, at this time, this is what's going to happen. Ding. It's the way it works. Okay. So I'm still doing $65 30-minute readings for my birthday. So all month till the 31st. Okay. And like I was talking about before, the Coaching for the Soul memberships, there's 5 levels. I designed them especially for the people who need help and need guidance. Because they don't really know what's going on, and it's a one-on-one. So it's pretty cool. It is from, right now they're $40 to $100 off every single package. You pay for 12 months, you get 13th month free. Yeah, it's a pretty good deal. I've never done this before, and I was guided by Spirit, and they said, okay, this is what you got, this is what you got to do. And that was because people are wandering, not knowing. And some people don't know about the memberships, but also don't know about me, or also don't know about the program. Okay, so if you're interested in that, billhobart.com, and check out that stuff. Share the video. Tell people about the YouTube channel. Help me out, guys. So any questions? You know where to find me. Yeah. Fast hour. So namaste, everybody. Love you. You know where we're going together. It's all good. Don't freak out, right? Don't let fear grab hold of you, right? If you don't know what to do, send me a text, and I'll tell you what to do, or I'll call you on the phone. I do that too. So, anyway, I'll see you next Thursday at 3 o'clock for Coaching the Soul. Thursdays at 3. See you.